So first Pinocchio. Huh? Yeah. Classic, of course. It's just... I'm not gonna say much, that's all. Yeah, Pinocchio's nose grows but he tells a lie. Yeah. Well, he's just a kid, so... And so all kids do bad things, but it's okay because they learn from their mistakes and learn a lesson. And that's what Pinocchio does, especially when he saves Geppetto from Monstro, but gets killed in the process. But then the Blue Fairy revives him and turns him into a real boy. Yeah. That's cool. Oh, sorry. That's very nice. Yeah. You learn from your mistakes and become a better person. Yeah. It's part of character development. So. All right. Monster of the Whale. Okay, Pinocchio. Okay. Let's move on to the Jungle Book. This was actually the last film Walt Disney himself made before he passed away. And Reese Cats would be the first after his death. Yeah, Reese Cats is extremely underrated. And so is Fox and the Hound. And so is Butterbear. Yeah, Butterbear's the most underrated Disney film ever. Yeah. And I know that that Alice in Wonderland was a flop when it was first released, and it became a smash hit to this very day. But at the same time, it's kind of underrated as well, especially Alice herself, which I'll talk about when I show the Peter Pan movie, when I talk about her and Wendy. Yeah. So yeah, popular but underrated. Underrated at the same time. Yeah. And Baloo has O'Malley's voice, Phil Harris. Yeah. And I mentioned in the Walmart video when I was talking about 101 Dalmatians, yeah, because it and Jungle Book were both made in the 60s, yeah. I mentioned that Mowgli and the vultures redeemed themselves. That Mowgli, because he did act a little ratty, yeah. But then he redeemed himself about going back to the man village, but then he redeemed himself by bonding with Baloo. And also become friends with the vultures and participate in the final battle against Shere Khan and reconciling with Baloo. Yeah. Yeah, Shanti, the girl who sung the My Own Home, that song, My Own Home, is what lured him to the man village there. And the vultures redeemed themselves as well for being a little mean to Mowgli. So yeah. And yeah, Baloo is irresponsible on accident because he didn't see the monkeys take Mowgli because his eyes were closed and Mowgli was looking at him while one of the monkeys swooped down and captured him. So yeah, the only flaws are the monkeys teasing Mowgli and Baloo, and there was supposed to be a scene where Bagheera tells Colonel Hockey and the elephants that Mowgli already went back to the man village, and that he can stop looking now. Yeah. Other than that, still classic. Yeah, my favorite songs are The Bare Necessities and I Want to Be Like You. Yeah. Today, Walt Disney for the fine family entertainment. I get Walt's quotes right here. Yeah, Walt's quotes. Okay. Alright. And finally, Peter Pan. Yes. I've been waiting for this for so long. Yeah. Now, Peter did act a little mean to Wendy when he called her a big ugly girl, but that's not childish though, because Wendy did laugh along with him a little bit, and it was about her own self, and most importantly, it's very brief, a split second, and she's not ugly at all. And besides, she did fix her mistake of laughing by changing her facial expression from happy to surprised and saying "oh" before she tells Peter that she thinks Tink is lovely. Yeah. Peter's only childish moment, his only childish moment would be laughing at Wendy when the mermaids tease her, okay? When he doesn't listen to Wendy telling him to stop pretending to be practical, when he's pretending to be a chief flying eagle, he says, Chief Flying Eagle has spoken. He wasn't being mean, just cocky, that's it. And his last mean moment is his reaction to Wendy Burns going back to grow up. By saying, tell them to go back and grow up, and he warns them that once they're grown up, they can never come back to Neverland again. Yeah. Well, he is young and doesn't have much courtesy, so it would make sense. But don't worry, he redeemed himself. He redeemed himself by saving Wendy from walking the plank and he and Tinkerbell. Yeah, Tinkerbell redeemed herself too from her jealousy of Wendy. Yeah, she redeemed herself as well. Yeah, they both participate in the final battle against Hook. So do John Michael and the Lost Boys. Yeah. And then take Wendy and her brothers back home to London. Yeah. And the Lost Boys fighting, it's normal for children to fight. It's normal for children to fight. Even if they're fighting over something that's trivial and not that important, because they're too young to understand. It makes sense. And their parents will tell them off anyway. And Wendy did say that they need a mother. So yeah, like need a parent to solve things out. So it does make sense. So it's okay. Same thing for John and Michael acting like savages when they're pretending to be Indians. Yeah, same thing, makes sense. Yeah, Mr. Darling, he was stubborn on accident. He didn't need to call Peter an absolute poppycock and force Wendy to grow up too fast, because he was just grumpy about his cufflinks. That's all. And Captain Hook, he only acts childish with his fear of the crocodile in the very first scene, because he jumps into Smee's arms, telling him to not get it. That's all. So he only acts childish with his fear of the crocodile in the very first scene where he's introduced. The rest of the scenes with the crocodile, he's actually trying to escape, but the crocodile won't let him. He wants to eat him. Therefore, Smee has to call out Hook has to call out Smee's name so he can come save him. Makes sense. And Smee actually hurts Hook on accident, and that's what makes it funny. Yeah. And the scenes with Hook and the crocodile are hilarious as well. It's great slapstick. Yep, it's hilarious comedy. It's very funny. Always gets a laugh. Especially when Hook cries out Smee's name. It's hilarious. Yeah. What else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, that song, What Made the Red Man Red, that they call it controversial. Honestly, it's not really that racist at all. The only way to be racist is by saying mean things about skin color or foreign nationality. That's all. And let's talk about like red as in blushing from embarrassment from Indian prince kissing his wife and learning things that he did not know before when he was younger. That's all. So what made the Red Man Red is it's actually an alright musical number. Yeah. It's fine. It's okay, that's all. And all the other songs are great. Like Following the Leader, A Pirate's Life for Me, The Elegant Captain Hook. And my favorites are Your Mother and Mine, Wendy sings it very beautifully. You Can Fly, especially the part when Peter, Wendy, John, Michael, and Tinkerbell are flying above London. It's amazing. It's breathtaking. It's wonderful. And Second Star to the Right, which is opening song. So beautiful. Okay, so now let's finally talk about Wendy and Alice. Yeah, Alice, because she has Wendy's voice and wears a blue dress just like her. How underrated they are. Yeah, Wendy is my favorite character in Peter Pan, and Alice is from Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, they're both extremely underrated, okay? You see, Alice